This thing is just filled with fun surprises. That is probably the most interesting way to fix a hind joint I have ever seen. I think we might have to do something about that one. Hello and welcome to a end of season tractor hunt. This freebie is brought to you by Jessie. Apparently opened her mouth at work. Don't blind them with your light bulb hat.
I'm prepped.
Alright, so...
It's a nighttime tractor hunt.
Alright, so you set up this tractor hunt. Tell them the story. What's up?
A guy I work with doesn't want his, almost antique mower anymore. So we get to have it.
Okay, and what's supposedly wrong with it?
The starter.
Alright, so...
Everything else is mint condition.
Alright, so we got shown a picture of it. That's all we have to go on, so I'll put it up right now for you guys to see. It's pretty obvious from the picture that it's probably a flathead opposed twin Briggs. And if you guys have seen my video in the past, I'll post a link for it on replacing that starter. They're kind of a twit and they're not fun, and you're not helping with this video lighting. My phone sucks for doing nighttime shots. Alright guys, let's go get a tractor for the end of the year. Be right back.
Just boxes. I grabbed them, I caught them like that, and then I turned. Bang, gone.
Ooh. That sucks.
Oh.
Well, we're here. I know you guys can't see very well, but I want to go and point out AUDEW has sponsored us for some brand spanking new trailer ramps. And they're willing to give you guys a 20% discount on it. So go ahead and check the link in the description below. Well, there we go. We got it home. It's the next day. We're going to see if we can get this thing unloaded. It's got a few, well, we'll call them love taps on it. That definitely needs some massaging. That is broken on both sides. I don't know if I can get the camera in here, but I'm gonna bet those blades are the original manufacturer blades. I haven't had a chance to look and see if I can manage to even buy those yet. The spindles actually look as if they're pretty good. And it's in absolutely amazing shape when it comes to the controls and everything, other than a mark there, and you'll see when we get it off that somebody already dented it there. That's why I wasn't too worried about it up against the light. Yeah, right there you can see the fracture. And original tires, it's interesting because these tires actually have some flex to the rubber. They're the original tires to the machine. And he says that supposedly these are too. He actually bought the machine brand spanking new off of the showroom floor in 1980. It's a one-owner machine, been around for 40 years at this point, 41 years at the time of shooting this video. You can see right here, 1980 safety standards. So this is one thing I point out to people quite often, is oftentimes you can't find exactly what the model year is on a machine. Normally they'll have like a skew of them that they do for like 3 or 4 years and stuff like that. But almost always, after about, I think it's 78-ish, they have to have this safety standard rating sticker on them. And the safety standard ratings come out about every 3 to 5 years, depending on, you know, who was worried at that time. And that'll at least give you an idea. Well, this is interesting. So we've got a vertical shaft motor, but I noticed underneath here that is a horizontal shaft pulley. with that coming down. So if you push this, you've got a clutch right there that comes down, and you let off. So if I come around here and I stick this up in from behind, right in there, if you can see it, right here, it's got a twist belt system that comes back to that right there, and then that drives back with a clutch pulley right there just above it. That's really neat. So somewhere here, this system here must pivot just a little bit to be able to tension this into place, I'm assuming. Yeah, those belts are a little on the old side, but I'm gonna bet they've been replaced at least once. They're definitely not original, but they're pretty bloody old. Hi. Now let's see if I can run myself over. This thing is just filled with fun surprises. That is probably the most interesting way to fix a Heim joint I have ever seen. I think we might have to do something about that one. Originally, when I went to pick this tractor up, I thought it was a little bit bigger than the GT6000, but I guess after comparing them, the GT6000 has bigger tires in the rear stock and bigger tires in the front stock, but they're almost about the same size. The Yardman is just a little bit smaller, but I can tell you what, having moved them, that one I can't pick up the rear end in. That one I can pick it up and throw, even with the 1-point hitch attached. So I'm going to bet the Yardman is heavier, but the GT6000 definitely is bigger in the direct comparison. Hi, we've got a very cute little set of keys here. We've got the Hulkman hot wired in. Let's see if it'll actually do anything. Now, really old machines like this usually don't tend to have seat safeties, but we're going to sit on it anyway, just because. That key is really weirdly loose, so I'm not quite sure what to think about that. Pull the choke all the way out, throttle all the way up, brake and clutch. Here we go. That is a highly unhappy starter. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get it to do it on video here. I got to be in like 3 places at once. Okay, so clutch down. There we go. The starter is right over in underneath here so that you can hear this. It sounds like the telltale sign of an OP starter that ate the gear off the top. Yep. So just to make sure that it doesn't have a dead spot in the flywheel, we're going to turn this. Okay. Brake down. And one more time. Oh, see, that actually almost came up. It might be that it's stuck in the down position. I'm going to see if I can wedge a little screwdriver down in underneath here where that is, and see if I can get the gear to lift up, and then we'll try it once. I know there's a bunch of you that love to go and see rat nests. Alright, so to get this thing out, what I did was I undid the two top ones and then left the bottom one a little loose on each side and brought it out just a little so I could get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different bolts. And then that got it to the point we could lift this thing off. Oh yeah, that's some rat nest, and that's some dead starter. So that's gonna definitely have to go and be replaced. That's not gonna do us any good. What we'll do is we'll double check there's no teeth that are screwed up in here that caused this in the first place. But yeah, we got some cleaning to do and a starter to remove. Yeah, I don't rightly think that that starter was going to do them much good. So, I found a junkyard one, put a brand spanking new gear on it. That style there with the silver cap is really easy to swap gears on. These, on the other hand, are absolutely atrocious, and I immediately throw those away. Or rather, I scrap them out at the junkyard, but you get the idea. So, let's see, pull the choke a little bit, throttle it high, and let's see what happens. Whoa. Apparently we're going to throw that around. Alright, let's try again. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of starter fluid and stuff it up in there and see if it'll go. I noticed that the gas line seemed a little bit janky. We've got a couple of different types of line coming together here, and that one is just, with age, has become hard as a rock. So let's grab some starter fluid and see if it'll at least kick that way. Alright, before we check spark, I noticed that that air filter is a little on the corroded side. So I figure, why don't we go and see if we can give this a squirt right here. Oh, that's the end of the can, so hopefully that's enough. And we'll come over here, pull the choke. And the choke is functional, so that's good to see. Break down and give it some love. There we go. And that's on its own gas! Can I let off? Oh, I can let off. Well, now I need to start the process of putting all of that back together. Maybe we'll see if this thing will actually drive around. That would be fun now, wouldn't it? Alright, the temperature is plummeting rapidly. So, let's see if this thing will go. These Opies are not a fan of below 40 degrees, and we're right at about 42 right now. So, whoa, put the key in. Alright, who broke it? I think I knocked the Hulkman's battery clamp loose when I was monkeying around with it. Let's try it again. die. I didn't kill it. Running on choke, so my bet would be we probably ran out of gas or we got bad gas in it, one or the other. Alright, well, let me throw some gas in it. We'll see whether that fixes it. Gas, take 2, due to me spilling it everywhere. Let's get real. This thing is a collector's item tractor. Every single major part on it is discontinued except for being able to buy parts for the motor. The transmission, discontinued. Everything. The blades on it are some wonky 22.5-inch blade that nobody makes anymore. It's got Goodyear front tires on it. I'm gonna bet those are probably originals. These are definitely the originals on it. We're gonna throw this up for sale. We're gonna liquidate it immediately. The steering wheel has like a solid almost quarter of a turn before it reacts in the steering. I'm gonna put it up for sale. I'm gonna liquidate it. This is not the kind of tractor that is going to be profitable here in Maine. There's no flipping value in this tractor. It's a collector's item. The blades are shot, so it's not worth really selling as a mower. I'm going to throw it up for like, I don't know, 200 bucks or so. I might even take a $100 bill if the person doesn't ask 20 billion questions. But yeah. End of the year recovery and everything. Hope you guys enjoy. Throw down a comment thanking Jesse for one last video of the year. It's JESSI. So, thanks everyone. Have a good day.
There you go. Go for it. Yep. So what do you think of the Kaimo? Is it light enough for you to use?
Yeah. Wish the handle was up here.
It might help if you use the strap.
Anything else need to get cut?